Yes, sir.
Yeah, please tell me, what did you study today? You had, of course, today is a holiday, Sunday. Did you spend time for preparing for Federal Bank interview?
Yes, sir. I went through the material, Bangar Adda, that material.
The 10 pages material. Yeah,
Oh, yes, sir.
good. Then what did you learn from that?
I learned MCA related questions and I went through the entire thing almost.
Mhm. Good. Um, what is IPO? What is the expansion of IPO?
Sir, initial public offering.
Good. Very good. What is FPO?
Pardon, sir?
FPO. F for Finland. FPO. Follow on public offering. Follow on public offering that is
Okay,
given
sir.
for people who have already subscribed to the particular share. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir.
Can you tell me what is the expansion of DICGC? DICGC. Can you tell me? You don't know?
No, I don't know, sir.
If you don't know, you should tell immediately. I don't know. No problem. What about
Yes, sir.
Akansha? You know what is meant by DICGC? Akansha is from Tamil Nadu Central University. No,
State University, sir.
pardon, pardon.
State University, sir.
80. That means where is it?
Sir, Coimbatore, sir.
Acha, acha. Agricultural University, na? Correct.
Yes, sir. It's a state university, sir.
இப்ப பேரு வந்து என்ன பேரு? கேட்டா.
State university சொன்னேன், sir.
ஓஹோ. சரி பரவாயில்ல. So you know what is the expansion of DICGC?
No, sir.
DICGC means Deposit Insurance Credit Guarantee Corporation. Its headquarters is in Mumbai. It is a subsidiary of Reserve Bank of India. The chairman's name is Mr. M.D. Patro, who is also one of the deputy governors of Reserve Bank of India. What is the main function of DICGC? They give coverage for scheduled commercial bank deposits up to an extent of 5 lakhs per individual. That means if you and I have up to 5 lakh in any bank account, in any one bank, our deposits will be fully guaranteed. But supposing as an individual, he owns more than 5 lakhs, then only up to 5 lakhs, the coverage of deposit will be there. And for giving this coverage, DICGC is charging from banks 12 paise per rupees 100, and this commission is paid by the respective banks and not by the depositors. Could you follow this? Could you understand what I was telling Abna? Abna, can you tell me the important points I told you? I will ask questions, you can answer me. Where is the headquarters of DICGC?
Mumbai, sir.
And who is the chairman of DICGC?
MD Patra.
Correct. Now, Akansha, please tell me what is the what is the premium charged by DICGC from banks per rupees 100? Akansha.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what is the premium paid by the banks per rupees 100?
No, sir.
You don't remember? 12
Yes, sir.
paise per rupees 100. 12 paise.
Okay, sir.
Akansha, can you tell me up to what amount bank get deposits for an individual in a
5
bank is that?
lakhs.
Very good. Excellent. So you have answered that. Now, Akansha, did you
Yes, sir.
prepare, did you study today
Yes, sir.
for interview?
Yes, sir.
Please tell me what are the points you have studied and you are 100% sure about that.
Sir,
Can you
I
tell me?
learned about the multinational banks in India, sir. Like
Ah,
5 multinational banks in India, sir. Shall I say the answer, sir?
tell.
Sir, Bank of America.
Hmm,
Second one is HSBC, which stands for Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation.
hmm,
Third is Standard Chartered Bank.
hmm,
Fourth is Citibank. And
hmm.
fifth is DBS Bank, which stands for Singapore's Development Bank, sir.
Good. There are so many other banks also. I think totally there are 42 banks, foreign banks in India. A bank is called foreign bank when its headquarters, registered office is registered in a foreign country. Do you get the point? So
Yes, sir.
in the case of all other banks, their registered office is in India. Whereas these banks, about 42 of them or so, I'm not sure about the number, their head office is in foreign countries. And the famous among them is what you said, HSBC, Standard Chartered Bank, and all that. Of course, DBS is also now famous because they took over one of the banks. Do you know which bank was taken over by DBS? Which scheduled bank in India was taken over by DBS? Its headquarters, I mean, the bank had its headquarters in Tamil Nadu. You know the name of that bank?
Sir, is it
Akansh?
Kotak Mahindra?
No. Kotak Mahindra is still there. It is still there. It is
Okay,
very
sir.
strong. It's a private sector bank. It is a strong bank. Now, the bank that was taken over, Sakshi, you know what is the name of that bank which was taken over by our DBS?
Lakshmi something, Lakshmi kuch bank, Lakshmi
La-
Bank.
Lakshmi something bank. Lakshmi Vilas Bank.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Lakshmi Vilas Bank. I don't know where was its headquarters. Was it in Karur or I don't know. But it has been taken over by DBS. Even now, they are in problem only. They are not giving freely advances and all. They give advance against gold jewels only, like that. Of course, okay, but the employees only were affected because the people, their salary was reduced and all that. That's okay. So that is Lakshmi Vilas Bank. Before your coming, Sakshi, we were discussing about DICGC. You know what is the expansion of DICGC?
No, sir.
Deposit Insurance Credit Guarantee Corporation. They give
Okay, sir.
guarantee of rupees 5 lakhs per individual in a bank. That is, for that, the DICGC is charging 12 paise per rupees 100 from banks, and this premium is paid by the individual banks.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Akansha, how many videos of classes did you watch? I have been conducting classes possibly from 15th or 16th of this month. I'm not sure which date it is. And how many days class videos did you watch? Because, I may not be able to cover everything, and it is necessary for you people to go through the old class videos. For example, 8.1 and all, there was no class. 8-1 was not there. Then I think it all started somewhere. I called it class and then this is the class. From 14th, I'm conducting every day. Every day. Oh, sorry. Probably the days like 2021, there may not be any recording for classes. Yeah. I had told them there won't be any classes. I think 22nd also was there any class? I don't know. Maybe it was not there because I had gone to Bengaluru and returned. So apart from that, all other days you have the videos. I would like you to watch them because it may not be possible for me to cover all the things individually. Yeah. So now, what are the doubts you have? If you have studied something, you will have doubts. And I think today one of you had interview. Sakshi had interview conducted by me. And
Yes, sir.
yeah. So now, please tell me any doubts you are having.
Yes, sir. No doubts, but like very difficult to learn all the figures of the bank. You told me to learn about like the total profit, number of deposits. Like it's very difficult to learn
No, but
all the numbers.
what
But I'm trying.
what I have given is only very little information. I have not given the entire balance sheet and all. Okay. But so that one, it is necessary for you to learn about it. Okay, please. Mug up kar
Yes, sir.
dijiye. There is no other go.
Yes, sir.
This is the ICGC not required. Now we are in Federal Bank. Now, I think yesterday also I was discussing about NRI and all. Today also in one class I was telling about to one person. I was telling about NRI and all. So you know what is the expansion of NRI?
Yes, sir. Non-resident Indian.
Exactly. Good. That's right. And another interesting thing I may suggest, which I have not been telling for the last few days, is this one. This is known as glossary. Here, if for every alphabet, they have given certain points. And today we will concentrate on covering what I feel are important points regarding this. Okay. For example, anytime banking. Um, who can read? Who can read it? Can you read first person? Abna, can you read this now?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, your screen is not shared, I guess.
Acha, good. That's good. We should ask like that. I was not remembering it. I was not able to identify. Good. Please read. Anytime banking.
With the introduction of ATMs, telebanking, and internet banking, customers can conduct their business any time of the day and night. The banking hours is not a constraint for transacting banking business.
I hope all of you follow this. Anybody not understanding, tell me. Now continue. You please continue.
Anywhere banking refers to banking not only by ATMs, telebanking, and internet banking, but also to core banking solutions bought in by banks where customer can deposit his money, checks, and also withdraw money from any branch connected with the system. All major banks in India have bought in core banking in their operations to make banking truly anywhere banking.
So this is one important question. What is the expansion of CBS, core banking solution? The famous software for this is Infosys Finacle, FINACLE. Then TCS Banks, BANCS. These two are famous. There are so many other companies having what is that core banking solutions. The advantage of this is Though I have an account in Mumbai, I can deposit money into my own account in Chennai or any other place, or say within India, any other branch of the same bank, I can deposit money. If I have the checkbook with me, I can go and draw cash from any branch of the bank. Same person. The deposit account must be in the name of the person who is withdrawing money. And of course, nowadays it is not having much importance because ATMs have come and you can draw using your ATM card from not only our bank's ATM, but also other banks' ATM. So that is why these things, this has lost relevance. Once it was introduced about 10 or 15 years ago, it was having a lot of importance. And that too, now many other payment apps have come. So I may not remember all the payment apps. I remember only Gpay, PhonePe, Paytm, like that. So many other Amazon Pay, then Samsung Pay, so many things are there. MI Pay and all that. But I use only those first three. So with the introduction of all these, the core banking solution also lost its that much relevance. Okay, very good. Next, Abansa, please read APR. Excuse me, are you there online?
Sir,
Yeah. Well, your name is Abna. Abna. I told as Abansana. Sorry. I am doing mistake. Akansha and Abna. Abna, please continue.
Okay, sir. APR, annual percentage rate, also commonly referred to as annualized rate, is the annual rate that is charged for borrowing expressed as a single percentage number that represents the actual yearly cost of funds over the term of a loan. The purpose of the number is to function as a reference and comparison of similar rates. APR assumes significance because leaders or banks may quote interest rates in
Not
different ways to customers.
not leaders, lenders.
Sorry, sir. Lenders or banks may quote interest rates in different ways to customers, and the period of investment may vary from 1 day to many years.
Yeah, I suggest you read it once again at home so that you will know this. No, this is not required. This is also not required. Now, this is an important question. Next person, Akansha. Can you read Akansha, our Coimbatore? Please read.
yes, sir. Bank assurance. Bank assurance refers to the distribution of insurance products and the insurance policies of insurance companies, which may be life policies or non-life policies like home insurance, car insurance, medi policies, and others by banks as corporate agents through their branches located in different parts of the country by charging a fee.
Yeah. So this is known as bank assurance. Our federal bank also is doing bank assurance. They will be canvassing insurance policies for an insurance company. I don't know which bank company. You have to check it up. Otherwise, don't worry. That's not that important. And why the bank is doing that? Because they will get commission. This is known as non-fund based income. Similarly, when a bank is canvassing for mutual funds, that at that time also bank will be getting commission for that service. So this is bank assurance. Now these things have lost relevance. Otherwise, I will ask bank draft, bankers check and all. Nowadays, nobody is bothering about it because you can send money by sitting at home. Immediately, the money can be credited. Just something different we will read. Please read Bankers Lien, Coimbatore. Please read.
Bankers lien
Hmm.
is a special gift of lien exercised by the bankers who can retain goods bailed to them as a security for general balance of account. Bankers can have this right in the absence of a contract to the contrary.
That is, say for example, you have taken a gold loan and after the gold loan is adjusted, you still have some other dues. You have taken some loan for buying a car or something like that, and you have not been paying for some days, it is overdue. Then bank can continue to retain that gold jewel with it, exercising banker's lien. Could you follow? Akansha.
Yes, sir.
புரிஞ்சுதா
Yes,
மனசிலாயா?
sir.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
Next, banking ombudsman. Please read.
Banking ombudsman is the authority to look into complaints against banks in the main areas of collection of check or bills, issue of demand drafts, non-adherence to prescribed hours of working, failure to honor guarantee or letter of credit commitments, operations in deposit accounts, and also in the areas of loans and advances where banks flout directions or instructions of RBI. This scheme was announced in 1995 and is functioning with new guidelines from 2007. This scheme covers all scheduled banks, the RRBs, and the cooperative banks.
Yeah, but now there is one new concept has come. There is banking ombudsman. That improvised scheme has come. The office is only in Chandigarh. Complaints have to be made to that, and who is the current banking ombudsman in India? Rashmi Fauzdar, the Honorable Banking Ombudsman. How do I apply for banking ombudsman? Lodge a complaint. What are the salient features of ombudsman scheme? See, actually, you are supposed to give a complaint to your bank stating that this is the complaint. And if the bank is not solving it within 30 days, then after 30 days, you can lodge a complaint with the banking ombudsman. This is the new thing that has come, namely integrated ombudsman scheme. This is the new scheme that has come. I will give the link for this. I will give the link in our Federal Bank, Fed PO. Fed PO. Yeah. I am giving it here. So when you get time, you can read it. Otherwise, now I will let us see the important points if that whatever that comes before our eyes. Yeah. Yeah. The integrated ombudsman scheme is effective from 12th November 21. Akansha, can you continue reading it? Please read. But I don't know, is it so big? Not much, only 2 pages. Please read it. Let us see how it comes.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, please read. It will no longer be necessary.
It will no longer be necessary for a complaint to identify under which scheme he or she should file complaint with the ombudsman. The scheme defines deficiency in service as the ground for filing a complaint with a specified list of exclusions. Therefore, the complaints would no longer be rejected simply on account of not covered under the grounds listed in the scheme. The scheme has done away with the jurisdiction of each ombudsman office.
Previously, we were having, for Tamil Nadu, we were having office in Chennai like that. Now there is no longer a jurisdiction. Everything is centralized now. Please read. A centralized
receipt and processing center has been set up at RBI Chandigarh for receipt and initial processing of physical and email complaints in any language. The responsibility of representing the regulated entity and furnishing information in respect of complaints filed by customers against the regulated entity would be that of the principal nodal officer in the rank of a general manager in a public sector bank or equivalent. The regulated entity will not have the right to appeal in cases where an award is issued by the ombudsman against it for not furnishing satisfactory and timely information or documents. Reserve Bank of India has established the Centralized Receipt and Processing Center (CRPC) at Chandigarh for receipt of the complaints pan-India.
That will do. Next, you go here. A copy of the scheme.
A copy of the scheme is available on the RBI website and on the CMS portal.
Wait. What are the things for which it is not possible? No complaint shall lie in the schemes involving. They are telling these things are not covered by this one, like this. But I think this one we have to read. A complaint under the scheme shall not lie unless. Please read. Akansha?
Yes, sir.
The complainant had before making
a complaint under the scheme made a written complaint to the regulated entity concerned.
That is what they say is what they are telling is the same point I told. Before lodging complaint with ombudsman, the customer should have given a written complaint to the bank. And after 30 days also, if the complaint has not been solved, then he can make a complaint to nowadays centralized ombudsman. Continue. The complaint
was rejected wholly or partly by the regulated entity, and the complainant is not satisfied with the reply, or the complainant had not received any reply within 30 days after the regulated entity received the complaint.
If we make a complaint, within 30 days, the bank should give a reply. And then if they give rejection also, if it is within that one, then we can make a complaint to ombudsman. Read. The complaint is made to the
ombudsman within 1 year after the complainant has received the reply from the regulated entity to the complaint, or where no reply is received within 1 year and 30 days from the date of the complaint.
Say I am making complaint in 1st January. So up to 31st January, I cannot send any complaint to ombudsman. After 31st January, say 1st February and all that, I can make a complaint to banking ombudsman. And for that, they have given time of 1 year. 1 year from the date of receipt of the 30 days period being over. From that time, 1 year time is given. Very good. This much is sufficient about ombudsman. Now we will go to Sakshi. Sakshi, please read this. Basel 2.
Yes, sir. The Committee on Banking Regulations and Supervisory Practices, popularly known as Basel Committee, submitted its revised version of norms in June 2004. Under the revised accord, the capital requirement is to be calculated for credit, market, and operational risk. The minimum requirement continues to be 8% of capital fund in bracket tier 1 and 2 capital. Tier 2 shall continue to be not more than 100% of tier 1 capital.
This was there initially, but now it is 9%. Now Basel 3 has come. Okay. Now, next question. Please read Sakshi, certificate of deposit.
Certificate of deposits are negotiable receipts in bear form which can be freely traded among investors. This is also a money market instrument issued for a period ranging from to uh, 7 to 1 year. The minimum deposit amount is rupees 1 lakh, and they are transferred by endorsement and delivery.
7 days आपने क्यों days को छोड़ दिया साक्षी? 7 days.
So it's 7 days. Yes, sir.
You are doing MBA in marketing or what?
Finance.
Finance. तब तो आप अच्छा से पढ़ना है. ये सब words you
Yes, sir.
must be thorough with. Please read. Check.
Check is a bill of exchange drawn on a specific banker, ordering the banker to pay a certain sum of money to the drawer of check or another person. Money is generally withdrawn by clients per checks. Check is always payable on demand.
Yeah. See why it is given like this. A person makes a check and say, come on, give me money, give me money. Bank will not come to his house and give. You have to send somebody to the bank premises and then take. But of course, as I told you, nowadays all this is losing relevance because of the mobile banking and all. There is nobody is issued. I have not issued check for so many years, 2, 3 years. No, there is
Yes,
no
sir.
need. Yeah. Check truncation, Sakshi.
Yes, sir. Check truncation. Truncates or stops the flow of checks through the banking system. Generally, truncation takes place at the collecting branch, which sends the electronic image of the checks to the paying branch through the clearing house and stores the paper checks with it.
See, actually, before 2010 and all, the supposing Sakshi is getting a check issued by Akansha on her bank account in Indian Overseas Bank, Coimbatore. Our Sakshi is in which place? Delhi or Mumbai?
Delhi, sir.
Delhi. Sakshi is in Delhi. She will go and deposit the check in her bank. Let us take it is State Bank of India. So prior to this system coming, what happened? The State Bank of India was sending the check to Indian Overseas Bank in Coimbatore. And it used to take number of days, 10 days, 12 days and all. But now, when Akansha issues a check on IOB Coimbatore and Sakshi deposits that check in Delhi, Delhi State Bank of India will take electronic image of the check, the front side as well as the reverse of the check, and send that electronic image to through clearing house in Delhi, Reserve Bank of India. From there, it will come to probably Reserve Bank of India, Chennai. From there, it will be going to Coimbatore, whatever it is. So nowadays, only images are sent. The check is retained with the collecting bank, namely State Bank of India. Because of this procedure, now the checks are collected within 3 days, maximum 4 days. So that is the advantage of check truncation. Now, Sakshi, continue collecting banker.
Yes, sir. Collecting banker, also called receiving banker, who collects on instruments like a check, draft, or bill of exchange, lodged with himself for the credit of his customer's account.
In this case, it is Sakshi depositing in State Bank of India. State Bank of India is the collecting banker. Sakshi Cooperative Bank.
Cooperative bank, an association of persons who collectively owns and operates a bank for the benefit of customers or consumers, like Saraswati Cooperative Bank or Abhyuday Cooperative Bank and another such banks.
And other such banks. Correct. Cooperative bank. But why I wanted you to read this. Sometime read yesterday or today only in one bank interview they have asked what is a public sector bank, what is a private bank, what is a cooperative bank, like that. Public sector bank is a bank in which government has got more than 51% and above shares. In India, we have 12 public sector banks like State Bank of India, then Punjab National Bank, Union Bank, Bank of Baroda, Canara Bank, Indian Bank, Indian Overseas Bank, Central Bank of India, Bank of India, Bank of Maharashtra, UCO Bank, Punjab and Sindh Bank. 12 public sector banks. Luckily, I remembered all now. Now, the thing is, apart from this, private banks or 42 banks are also there. So they may ask you questions like this simple question. In many federal bank interviews, they ask, tell the name of 5 public sector banks. What is a public sector bank? And like these questions are all asked repeatedly. Sakshi, continue.
Yes, sir. Cooperative society. When an association of persons collectively owns and operate a unit for the benefit of those using its service, like Apna Bazar Cooperative Society or Shak, Shahakar Bandra or a cooperative housing society.
Yeah, no, even I don't understand, but again, read it. Now continue. Core banking solution.
CBS, Core Banking Solution. Core Banking Solution is a buzzword in an Indian banking at present, where branches of bank are connected to a central host and the consumer of connected branches can do banking at any branch with the core banking facility.
I understand somewhere I read that Federal Bank is the bank which did this core banking among private sector banks first. I don't know whether it is correct, but that is, let us take it as correct. Now continue, Sakshi.
Credit worthiness. It is the capacity of a borrower to repay the loan or advances at the time along with the interest as per the agreed terms. Crossing of checks. Crossing refers to drawing two parallel lines across the face of the check. A cross check cannot be paid in cash across the counters, so it is to be paid through the bank either by transfer, collection, or clearing. A general crossing means that check can be paid through any bank, and a special crossing where the name of the bank is indicated on the check means that it can only be paid through the name bank.
For example, it is an Indian Overseas Bank check. On the face of it, name of State Bank of India is written. That means the check can be collected only by State Bank of India. If that is not given, simply two parallel lines are given. Then it is a general crossing. But where a name of another bank is written, that is known as special crossing. Now, Sakshi, current account.
Yes, sir. Current account with a bank can be opened generally for a business purpose. There is no restriction on withdrawals in this type of account. No interest is paid in this type of account.
Okay. Next one, CVV.
CVV, card verification value, is an anti-fraud security feature that helps verify that you are in possession of your credit card and making the transactions. CVV is usually a three-digit number printed on the signature panel at the back of your credit card.
All of you must be
You need
aware
this
of that.
number.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
sir.
need
You need
this
this
number.
number when shopping online over the phone.
Correct. So, and this is, it's there on both, not only credit card, but also on the back of debit cards. Next, Abna. The first girl, Abna. Please
Yes,
read
sir.
debit card.
Debit card. A plastic card issued by banks to customers to withdraw money electronically from their accounts. When you purchase things on the basis of debit card, The amount due is debited immediately to the account. You can use debit cards at ATMs, shopping outlets, online purchase, and at many points where debit card is accepted.
Yeah. So if they ask you to tell about debit card, you can tell this. That is, it is used in online banking. It is also used for withdrawing cash from the ATM and all that. You can say debit card. And then they also ask, what are the features printed on the face of a debit card? The name of the bank which has issued the check. There will be a chip, computer chip, which contains all the details of your account incorporated in that. Then the name of the company which has issued the card, whether it is Visa card or MasterCard or a RuPay card. Then you also have, say, what else? The name of the person in whose name it has been issued, and 16-digit number and month and year of expiry. On the reverse of it, there will be a place for our signature, and beside that you will have the 3-digit code known as card verification value. This debit card and credit card are known as plastic currency. Now, Abna, continue.
Yes, sir. Debtor. A person who takes some money on loan from another person.
Continue.
Demand deposits. Deposits which are withdrawn on demand by customers. Example, savings bank and current account deposits. Demat account. Demat account concept has revolutionized the capital market of India. When a depository company takes paper shares from an investor and converts them in electronic form through the concerned company, it is called dematerialization of shares. These converted share certificates in electronic form are kept in a demat account by the depository company. Like a bank keeps money in a deposit account. Investor can withdraw the shares or purchase more shares through this demat account.
Now we have crossed so many bridges. Now for a demat account means, you remember, it is an account that is used by a customer for purchase and sale of shares in the stock market, stock exchange. That will do. Of course, there are other details like, say, he has to go through broker or some trader and all. I don't know much details about it, but it is sufficient, Demat account is an account used for purchase and sale of shares, and the shares are held in electronic form. Abna.
Dishonor of check. Non-payment of a check by the paying banker with a return memo giving reasons for the non-payment.
When there is no fund in the account, the check will be returned.
EFT, electronic fund transfer. EFT is a device to facilitate automatic transmission and processing of messages as well as funds from one branch to another branch of the same bank, and even from one branch of a bank to a branch of another bank. EFT allows transfer of funds electronically with debit and credit to relative accounts. Either or survivor refers to operation of the account opened in two names with the bank. It means that any one of the account holders has pass to withdraw money from the account, issue checks, give stop payment instructions, etc. In the event of death of one of the account holder, the surviving account holder gets all the powers of operation.
Yeah. Account is opened in the name of A and B, either or survivor. If one of them dies on production of death certificate by the survivor, then the survivor can operate the account. This is normally used in the case of savings accounts or fixed deposits also, where account is open in the name of husband and wife, either or survivor. There is another account known as joint account, known as former or survivor, F or S, where Deposit is the name of A and B. As long as A is alive, he can only operate that account. B cannot touch that account. Whereas in the case of either or survivor, A or B, any one of them can operate. But in the case of FRS, only after the death of the first named depositor, namely A, B will get powers to operate the account. You please listen to the video once again. Probably you may understand. Continue.
Electronic commerce, e-commerce. E-commerce is the paperless commerce where the exchange of business takes place by electronic means.
This everybody knows. Continue.
EMI, equated monthly installment, EMI, refers to the monthly payment a borrower makes on his loan. Though it is a combination of interest payment and principal repayment, the total monthly, so can you scroll? The total monthly amount is calculated in such a way that it remains constant all through the repayment tenure. Endorsement. When a negotiable instrument contains on the back of the instrument an endorsement signed by the holder or payee of an order instrument transferring the title to the other person, it is called endorsement. Endorsement in blank, where the name of the endorsee or transferee is not mentioned on the instrument. Endorsement in full, where the name of the endorsee or transferee appears on the instrument while making endorsement. Execution of documents. Execution of documents is done by putting signature of the person or affixing his thumb expression or putting signature with stamp or affixing common seal of the company on the documents with or without signatures of directors as per articles of association of the company.
Very good. So we will stop with this today with a note. Are you having any questions to ask?
Sir, may I ask a doubt?
Yes, please.
Sir, in the case of the bank ombudsman, whether if he makes any compensation with the customer, is there any limit? I saw a
Pardon?
question.
Yeah, in the case of banking ombudsman, maximum limit is 20 lakhs.
He can make a compensation up to 20 lakhs. Is it?
Maximum 20 lakhs. And
Okay, sir.
for mental agony and suffering, 1 more lakh. 20 lakh is the normal thing. But one more thing is, if the ombudsman is convinced, they can give 1 more lakh also for the complainant for the mental agony undergone.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
The same thing with DRT also. DRT means Debt Recovery Tribunal. It is a special type of court which was formed to get speedy, say, legal process. There also, we can file a case only when the balance due to the bank or the financial institution is more than 20 lakhs. That is a recovery of NPA. For recovery of NPA, another famous method, this and all they are not asking in our federal bank, is that SURFACE Act. This they will ask for finance students. SURFACE Act is an act that was passed in the year 2012 by which banks or other financial institutions where they take mortgage of a property, landed property, they can bring the property to sale by taking possession of the property after giving notice, and they can bring the property to sale and adjust the dues. There is no need for the bank or the financial institution to go to the court. I am a banker. Some X has given the property of his. Now I can bring his property to sale. But for that, there are procedures given under SURFACE Act. You have to give a notice giving 60 days time for him to pay the dues. If after the expiry of 60 days also money is not paid by the borrower, then the borrower can take possession of the property. If while taking possession of the property, the borrower is objecting and all, then the bank or the institution can go to the deputy magistrate of the area and seek his help for taking possession of the property. After taking possession of the property, bank has to give notice in, say, an English paper and also local vernacular newspaper. Not only that, publish in internet also, and bring the property for auction. AUCTION. In that case, people who are interested in buying that property will bid the amount, and the bank will sell the property to him and recover the money easily. It is all said orally easily, but in practice, lot of difficulties. You can't take possession of the property. The person who has given the property as security may be a local influential person, Dada, and all that is there. But of course, that is a separate issue. So this much we will have it for today. Any questions? Abna?
No, sir, clear.
Very good. Then another girl name is Akansha.
No, sir.
Next girl, Sakshi.
So clear everything.
Everything clear. Very good. Best wishes. Which date all of you have interview? Akansha, you have interview on which date? 30th.
Sir, date is not finalized yet, sir.
Very good. What about our another girl? Abna.
Sir, mine is on 31st Wednesday.
Oh, Baba, itni jaldi. You could have come
Yes, sir.
little earlier, in which case we would have done much more. Doesn't matter. What about Sakshi? Sakshi,
Sir,
which date?
sir, date is not finalized.
Okay, good. You be reading a lot. Don't waste even one day. Be reading a lot. And Sakshi, you have to improve your level of confidence in communicating in English.
Yes,
Not
sir.
that you are bad, but still still be
Yes, sir.
improve कर सकते हैं. Akansha, you also should improve.
Okay, sir.
Of course, in the case of our Abhana, she is able to talk nicely, confidently. You should rise to that level. Okay. Best wishes. Thank you so much. This
Thank
is
you, sir.
told not to discourage Akansha and Sakshi. Absolutely, that is not my intention. I would like you to improve your ability by reading English newspaper, watching English news, and using every opportunity to think in English and communicate in English. മനസ്സിലായോ? Akansha? Akansha, Tamil நீ? Tamil தானே?
Yes, sir. Tamil.
Tamil தான். Okay, ma. Thank you. புரிஞ்சுதா?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Sakshi, समझ गया?
Yes, yes, sir.
Good. Best wishes. Thank you so much. Bye. Bye bye.